This is Chapter 2, Section 8 notes. We're going to start talking about similar figures, and we're going to start with some vocabulary. So a similar figure has the same shape but is a different size. So here's the example. These are both triangles. They look the exact same shape, but they're just a different size. So this is 25, this is 15, 30, 18, 20, and 12. Okay? This little tilde symbol means similar to. So this is the similar to symbol. So I can say from the picture above that RS is similar to XY. They're both on the bottom parts of these triangles, but they're different numbers. So they're not equal, they're similar to each other. Now, a scale drawing is a larger or smaller drawing of an object or shape. So I could say that TRS is similar to X or ZXY. Okay? They're scale drawings. So this one is smaller than this one, and this one is larger than the smaller one. That's a scale drawing. So, finding a length of a side. So the figures are similar. Identifying the corresponding sides and angles, then solve for x. So this is our gigantic picture over here. So I'm going to be able to line up some sides. So I start with DE. DE matches MN because they're both going up and down on the triangles. And then EF is the slanted side here. That would match NP over here. And then FD is the bottom, so that would match PM, the bottom over here. Then the angles are just the corners. So E matches N, F matches P, M matches D. So that's identifying the corresponding sides and angles. Sides here, angles here. Then solve for x. So x is right here along the slanted side. That's going to match up with 30. So I have x over 30 as one fraction. Then I just choose another side. I chose the up and down 15 and 18 for my other fraction. So 15 over 18. Now notice how the 15 and the x come from the same triangle, so they're both on the top. And the 18 and the 30 come from the same triangle, so they're both on the bottom. Then all I have to do is cross multiply. So 18 times x is 18x. 15 times 30 is 450. Then divide each side by 18. And so you get x equals 25. Okay? So problem number 2. The sun's rays strike the statue and the woman at the same angle, forming the similar triangle shown. How tall is the statue? So this is kind of difficult to see. You have like this Universal Studios statue right here. This is the height. It has a 100-foot shadow from the bottom. Here's the woman. It says she's 5.6 feet, but her shadow is only 4 feet long. So to do this, you're actually going to set up the fractions to be the height of the object or the person over the shadow. So the first one is the lady. It's 5.6 feet is her height over her shadow, which was 4. And that should equal x, my own unknown height of the statue, over 100 feet, which is the statue's shadow. So then I just have to cross multiply these two. So 4 times x is 4x. 5.6 times 100 is 560. So I get 560 equals 4x. Divide by 4. So I get the statue's height to be 140 feet tall. So, number 3. What is the actual distance between nice and cool? Use the ruler to measure the distance between nice and cool on the map below. So they already have this map and the ruler on top, and you can see that it is 5 centimeters from nice to cool. Okay? Now they tell you some information down here that 1 centimeter on the ruler is actually 110 miles if you were to drive it. So to do a map scale, it's always the map distance over the actual distance. So I'm going to set up 1 centimeter over 110 miles because that's the scale. Okay, map distance over actual distance. And I'm going to set that equal to, well, my 5 centimeters. So I measured and I got 5 centimeters. And I just want to know, okay, so what's the actual distance? That's x. So I'm going to cross multiply. So 1 times x is x. 110 times 5 is 550 miles.